Buddy, you don't have to say it. I know that you're tired of being Mr. Nice and losing girls simultaneously. I know how it feels when you always do chasing. I've been in similar situations before and I understand the feeling. You might be good at starting a conversation and maintaining equal momentum until the end, but getting women to chase you is a different ballgame. So tighten your seatbelt, dude, and I'm going to reveal all the tricks that you need to deploy to make women chase. Make a strong first impression. Do you know that girls never forget the impression that you make on them the first day that you met? And if you don't, then it is time that you do. The first impression is one of the most potent tricks dating pros use in making girls chase after them. Most guys approach ladies for the first time and they give some random pickup lines while exuding a lack of confidence and low self-esteem. And they expect such girls to chase after them? As a sick joke. Impressing someone may be something that comes naturally to you. However, to get her to chase you, you might think outside the box and be unique. Chances are pretty high that she may have gotten a lot of guys trying to entice her by flirting with her or complimenting her appearance. To stand out amongst the crowd, try to do something different. You could do this by being natural and maintaining eye contact while shaking her hand flirtatiously when you introduce yourself. I'm telling you, man, your first impression matters so much. When you walk up to a girl for the first time, ensure that your physical appearance is top-notch. Your confidence level is high, and your pickup line, although basic, is strong. Once you get that right, you're going to have a solid first impression, which will leave several dating opportunities for you. And trust me, she's going to start chasing you in no time. Stop trying so hard. Are you the type that likes to go overboard to impress ladies? You take her on a date, and Monday you get her expensive jewelry on Tuesday, chocolates and wine on Wednesday, and continue this cycle forever, even when you lack the finances to continue. These actions are only going to let her see you as someone that she has under her pocket. Yeah, it's good to spoil a lady. It's very good to show love and appreciation, to cherish them, they would want. Getting her nice things is a way of showing her that you're serious about her and that you do cherish her. However, trying so hard to impress her will not get her to chase after you. Girls are great at spotting guys who go overboard to get their attention. And while they like the engagement and the nice stuff, so at least some of them feel guilty, of course, most of them hate it when it's overdone. Remember, girls see desperate guys as a massive turnoff. I know she's probably playing hard to get, and you believe if you push a little more, then you can make her yours. So I'm sorry for bursting your bubble, man. Pushing so hard is going to get you placed in the friend zone and not get her to chase after you. Take a break from trying to do so much. Please, don't go out of your way to impress her when you're with her. Don't try so hard. Got it? Give her space to notice your absence. How's she going to chase you when you're always doing the chasing? You do the calling, you text her first, you're always first to ask her on a date, and you're wondering why she's not chasing you. Well, you got your answer. You're always present. Try to be absent once in a while. Make her notice it. Let her wonder what you're up to. Keep her constantly on her toes and watch her start making moves to call first, text, or schedule a date first. The logic behind this tip is once you're constantly chasing a lady, the chances are you're not going to give her enough space to think of you as someone that's actually worth her attention. How do you correct this? You can start by channeling your attention someplace else. Don't be the guy who's always last to leave a party and always sending multiple texts. Give her space to notice your absence and see her doing the chasing in no time. Don't forget to watch out for her reaction during your absence. If she doesn't notice it or try to contact you during the period, it only means that she's not interested. So don't be a guy who forces himself on a lady. When you notice her lack of interest, take a hint and walk away. Master the texting. You ever heard of the texting rules? Well, it exists. There were some unwritten texting rules every guy who wants to be a pro at the game of dating should know. Top of it is not replying to her texts instantly. I understand. You've got one or two girls laid without waiting moments before responding to their text. Remember, you want her to chase you and not the other way around. So buddy, chill for a moment when you see her text next before you send a reply. Guys who reply to text so fast, they come off as desperate. You don't want to give her the impression that you've been waiting for her text all day, as that's gonna only make her leave the chasing to you. Making a girl wait for your reply, wondering when your next text's gonna pop up on her phone, is a proven way to get her on her toes chasing you. In a way, it increases your attractiveness and makes her want to see you as a man of value. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you should leave her text hanging for 30 minutes or more, as that would only make her lose interest. Waiting between 2 to 5 minutes should do the trick. Make her wonder what you're up to. Make her see reasons to free up her schedule just to align with yours, and watch her do the chasing in no time. Be confident. I'm sure you probably don't know this, but girls can detect nervousness miles away, and once they sense a timid man, they're instantly going to be turned off. Back in high school, I could easily pass for a shy guy. Speaking of looks, I had it in abundance. I was 5'8" at the time, and I had lovely curly hair, and I was the school's basketball team captain, actually. However, I had one issue. I was always nervous around girls. For that reason, I lost a lot of opportunities to get laid. Stepping into college, I was 6'1". I upped my confidence level, and I could easily get any girl laid. The thing about confidence is it gives you a lot of options. Confident men don't have to try so hard to get a lady, and women know that. They could go as far as placing her in the friend zone just to see her do the chasing. So take it from me, dude. Nothing is more attractive than a confident, comfortable man who doesn't fret at the sight of pretty ladies. Yeah, women want men who are friendly, sweet, and easily bend to their will and caprices. However, being Mr. Nice is only going to get you friendship. It will. It definitely is not going to get her chasing after you, if that's what you're wondering. And if you want her to do the wooing, you gotta make some changes, so start being confident. Be emotionally mature. Should I call emotional maturity the most crucial trick to get her to chase after you? Well, let me not, as other tricks are essential as well. However, being emotionally mature is one ability that you gotta have to get her to do the chasing. For a fact, women love men that they can depend on. And I'm not talking about financial dependence. I'm saying that they need someone to entrust their feelings to. Once a woman gets the impression that you understand her feelings and prefer settling lingering issues rather than turning them into conflicts, well, then you'll become highly attractive to her. Emotional intelligence is something that women can't look away from. So, dude, if you want to get her doing the chasing, then proving to her that you possess the quality is an excellent way to go. If you've been chasing her for months and you want that table turned, you guys should try showing your more compassionate and empathetic side. Don't go playing the fool just to do that, though, please. Instead, send subtle signals that prove that you have empathy, and that'd do the trick. Please don't sleep on this. Show her that you're someone that she can depend on emotionally, and see her do the chasing. Make her jealous. Speaking of powerful emotions that are difficult to hide, jealousy comes into the picture. To get a girl to chase you, you have to possess the ability to make her jealous. From hanging out with your friends and posting on Instagram to flirting with random girls when you're together, mastering the act of getting her jealous would do the trick. I visited the cinema some days ago, and the movie on display was about a playboy named Michael and a girl named Joan. Michael was a type who could get any girl that he wanted. He rolled with the hottest girls on campus, and he was more of a ladies' man. On the other hand, Joan was the bookworm type of girl who had vowed never to fall for any guy due to her past failed relationship. Go figure, in no time both of their paths crossed. Michael wanted Joan to be his girlfriend, and Joan only kept showing resistance. You want to know how that ended? Michael finally got what he wanted, and he did it by using the oldest trick in the book. He got Joan so jealous by constantly flirting with other girls until she finally admitted that she was into him. So buddy, you know the drill. Know what makes her easily jealous and prey on this occasionally. And don't forget, there's a thin line between making her jealous and being toxic, so try not to cross that line. Another good thing is to try not to go overboard with the making her jealous thing, as that would do more harm than it would good. Play your cards right and see her chasing after you in no time. Show her your mysterious side. You want her to chase you? Well then, being mysterious is an excellent way to go. As a guy, try not to play all your cards in the first few days together. Being mysterious and making her unravel each of your traits little by little is the best way to get her chasing after you. Picture this. You see a damsel in the mall and you apply your charm to get her number. You create time to go out on a date and you start giving her signs showing her that you're calm, you're easily forgiving, and you're caring. And then one day, she gets on your nerves. She makes you pissed. Trust me, if you showed her your not-so-caring side at this moment, that would leave her wondering how mysterious you are. For the record, girls don't like guys who can be easily read. So, speaking of being easily read, that's when everyone knows how you react when you're angry, happy, or sad. Buddy, try to leave some room for mystery. Come on, man. Let no one be able to predict your next move. Don't pass out as someone who's quickly figured out. Now, don't get it twisted. I am not saying that you should be shady, mysterious, or vague during a conversation. Instead, all I'm saying is to be unpredictable. Keep her curiosity level high, and if you get that right, she'll be at your beck and call in no time. Don't be clingy. Do you know that being clingy to a girl kills any chances of her trying to chase you? Well, if you didn't know, now you do. While it's good to be available and always get there when she needs you, being clingy is a no-no, as girls see that as a massive turnoff. I get it. You want to be as dependable as she is someone you're fond of. However, when being reliable, try not to constantly hover around her, as that might come off as clingy. Picture this. You have an adorable puppy who always wants to be around you. It sneaks around you at night when you try and catch some sleep, barks all the time when you're about to go for a stroll, indicating it wants to come. It even hovers around you when you're trying to complete some office task. While you might enjoy its presence, I'm sure you're going to get fed up. The same scenario applies when you get clingy around a girl. While she might appreciate your presence initially, she's going to get tired of it. So dude, don't be that clingy. Try to be unavailable sometimes. You want her to chase after you, right? Well, this is the trick to get your dreams to come true. Genuinely compliment her. Women are moved by what they hear. Well, this theory has proven to be correct time and time again. Generally, women enjoy being told nice things. They want to hear that they are the most beautiful creatures in the world, even when they know that they're not. So don't hold it back, dude. Give her genuine compliments when you need to. Tell her how sexy she looks in that red dress. When you're both out on a date, tell her how her smile sparks up a room or how her voice makes your apartment feel like heaven on earth. Just don't overdo it. As much as women wonderfully respond to compliments, showering her with thousands of compliments immediately is not going to get her to do the chasing, nor will it have her taking you seriously. Instead, doing it subtly and at the right time is going to get the trick done. You can take a different turn. Rather than complimenting her on her looks, you could compliment her sense of humor, her determination, and energy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you can't tell her how good-looking she is. I'm saying that complimenting her on different things is going to make her see you differently. Trust me, thousands of guys throw compliments on her looks daily, and doing the same will only make her group you among them. You want her to do the chasing? Try some genuine compliments. You keep your feelings a secret. You love her. You would do anything to make her happy. Buddy, keep this to yourself. It's good to be romantically interested in somebody, and there's no shame in letting them know. However, try to bottle up your feelings and play nice to get her to do the chasing. You can do this by becoming close friends, spending more time together when possible, and just being there for her. But be careful. You don't want to get thrown into the friend zone. While maintaining a healthy friendship, do things that could signal how you feel to her. You could reach for her hands when you're both taking a stroll in the park. You could send her chocolates on Valentine's Day. Or you could even make a move to kiss her while you're out on a date with her. The point is that you need to show your feelings, but not necessarily voice them. In the process, try not to be obsessed with her either. Girls hate when guys are so obsessed and they'll never want to have something serious to do with those guys. So buddy, if you've crossed the obsession line, fight hard to let it go, because if she senses that, the chasing will be left for you to do. Break the touch barrier. Breaking the touch barrier is a potent little trick that could get her chasing after you in no time. From friendly shoves to being close to her, this trick, if done right, could help get her attention. Now, be careful, don't establish physical contact without her consent. Instead, be slow in establishing it, taking it one step at a time. You could start by holding her hands to see her reaction. If she draws back, then it means that she's not interested. Don't make her comfortable. However, if her response is receptive, then you can proceed to holding her waist and making more contact. Trust me, by so doing, you're going to get her chasing after you in no time. Are you confused as to why physical touch is necessary to turn around the tables? Well, touch generally breeds familiarity and increases comfort and ease between you both. You want her to remember you even when absent. Well then, make your touch count. Be romantic at it and see her going crazy to just be with you. Understand her through and through. You ever heard a woman say, "I love him because he understands me better than anyone could"? I'm sure you have. Understanding a woman is one of the most fabulous cards that you can have to become a pro at dating. To do this, you gotta be a good listener. You gotta have empathy at the same time. And it doesn't stop there. What you do with the information you get when listening also really matters. When she tells you a story about her childhood, carefully ponder over her story, and drawing solid conclusions from it is gonna set you miles ahead of the other guys that are interested in her. Now, the understanding process, yet again, doesn't end with you concluding. presenting these conclusions to her subtly, sliding them into conversations, is icing on the cake. This action will prove that you genuinely understand her and correct any misconceptions you may have had about her in the process. Trust me, properly carrying this out will make her chase you nonstop. This episode covered all the tricks to get her to chase. Please don't sleep on them. Instead, act on them and see yourself become a professional in getting women. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and get more engaging content in the future. Okay, goodbye.